that long. Now we are. You just
Dang it! I was gonna see.
You
Oh well,
son
bing
of a
bong. I was gonna see how long we could be live and just silent, but yeah. Oh well. Guys, we're back. We're back, as greatest Texas quarterback Sam Ellinger would say. We're back. Hook 'em. Everybody, welcome back. We are the CineBoiz podcast, part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. So essentially, we're the movie, TV, gaming branch of Cork Bats. We added gaming in there, and you know what? Spoiler alert: a lot of gaming talk today. It's going to be very gaming heavy on the news. So, guys, good to see you all. If you don't know what Cork Bats is, be sure to follow them on social media and visit corkbats.com. We got a few people in the chat. We got K Mango in the chat. We got Marie Not J in the chat. Good to see you all. Welcome. It's been a few weeks, guys.
It's been a while.
It was a really depressing weekend last weekend. We'll get into that later. But
fine. It's just that life's pointless and nothing matters, and I'm always tired and I can't sleep and I'm overeating and none of my old hobbies interest me. So.
Well, now it's officially baseball season, so got the
Hey, you're a Mets
except
fan.
Except that it's not. Though. That's the sad
I'm a Royals
part.
fan
Yes.
for work. That's what I'm
There
telling
was still
people.
like a strike going on.
Yeah.
Hey guys, happy National Shower with a Friend Day
Oh.
to all who
We got ourselves
celebrate.
some-
Mob
nice-
and I can't do that anymore.
I know. That's what I was thinking, Tom.
Wait, was there a time where you did that?
What?
I bet you'd like to know.
I
Yeah.
would. I'd very much like to know.
Save that one for your dream bank.
Oh
like
man.
that. I don't like that.
Well, guys, we're back. We got a lot to talk about today. It's been 2 weeks since we last spoke. But Marie says first CineBoiz stream of the year for her. Well, welcome. And Kamingo says National what? Let me repeat that for you. It's
Yeah.
National Shower with a Friend Day. I'm not making that up. That's the actual holiday.
I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah. So, hey, if you're watching us live on our Twitch page, thank you so much. Please consider following if you're not already. This is going to be our landing page moving forward, so we want to keep it growing, and we are growing. I think we're up to 37 followers on Twitch, which is
Oh boy.
we're getting close to our goal of 50. We'll talk about our follow goals here in a second. Following costs you absolutely nothing. It's absolutely free, and it goes a long way for us. And if you follow, you might get entered to win stuff. So, might as well do
Yeah,
it.
we make millionaires out of people.
We do. That is confirmed. We have made one millionaire.
Yep.
Mom's in the
Cinebucks.
YouTube chat
It's-
saying good morning. Good morning, Mom.
You're paid in Cinebucks.
Yes,
so
you're paid
don't
in Cine.
Go
What's
try to buy
the
anything.
monetary value of a Cinebuck?
1/100th of a cent.
Yeah.
If you're watching us live on the Cork Bats YouTube page, thank you so much for joining us. Help us to continue to grow that channel. I think we're getting close to 1,000 on Cork Bats YouTube page.
We
If
have
not,
1.1 thousand subscribers.
1.1
on YouTube.
thousand. All right. Well, way to go, Cork Bats YouTube page. Again, subscribing to the Cork Bats YouTube page costs you $0.00. So, it goes a long way for us.
You're
So-
basically stealing from us. 'Cause
Exactly.
This content is worth dollars upon dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you were unable to watch us live on either Twitch or YouTube, we're a podcast. So you can find us wherever podcasts are found. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all the main ones. We're part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. And please consider rating, reviewing, subscribing, all that good stuff. Again, doesn't cost you anything. Goes a long way for us. So just think about it. You don't have to, but just think about it. So guys, we got some updates on our follow goals. So, we talked about earlier this year, one of the things we're going to be doing is really pushing for growth. And, every month we're going to have new follow goals. We started our February follow goals a little early since we got a late start on the year. But we got some updates for you guys. So let me go ahead and put that on there real quick. We have hit our Twitter and Instagram follow goals.
Nice.
So I think with Twitter, we're over 100 followers now. Instagram, we're over 150 followers. So essentially what that means is that if you follow on Twitter or Instagram, you are eligible to win a prize at the end of the month.
Disappointing. I really wanted you guys to not follow.
Well, here's the good news: is that we still need to hit 50 Twitch followers
All right.
before we're actually going to do CineBoiz the musical. So if we exceed all 3 of our goals by the end of February, then we're going to put on CineBoiz the musical. I don't know what that's going to look like. I just like the idea of it, and we'll figure it out. But you have to follow in order to
I
get
think
it.
the musical should be us recreating the theme song,
That's a good idea.
a cappella.
That's a really good idea.
I'm full of ideas.
So yeah, if you're not following us on Twitch, again, now is the time to do that. Twitch.tv/the CineBoiz and just hit follow. If you do it during the show, the best part is that there will be an alert that pops up, and you'll see that, and your name will be on the screen. So basically, you're famous. Might as well do it. But that's enough for all the housekeeping items. Let's talk about what we're big on. What do you say, guys?
Let's do it.
All
Gal's
right.
in the chat. Hey, Gal, good to see you. Okay.
Gal Gadot.
Galuigi.
I don't want Gal Gadot in our chat.
What? What's wrong with Gal Gadot?
She makes bad movies.
That's not true. Have you seen Red Notice?
That's true. That was amazing.
So good. They're
Really
making a
bad.
sequel.
Amazingly bad.
They
That
are
was-
making a sequel.
That was the worst movie I've watched this year, and it's really not close, I don't think.
Mhm.
This year is 1 month long, but still.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. It is time to talk about what we're big on. So I think we should start on the East Coast, since we never start with him. Let's start
Never.
with Mob. Mob, how are you?
I'm great.
Good, man. What are you big on this week?
Speaking of Gal Gadot, I am big on Netflix movie like year trailers. So the last few years they've posted these trailers of like, hey, we're coming out with a movie every Friday on Netflix. And I'm big on these because every year I watch them. Every year I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how many of the amazing movies are coming to Netflix with all these big stars. I cannot wait. And then every year we get maybe 2 good Netflix movies.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 good
I mean, that's
So-
a tall order to have a brand new one come out every Friday. And
Yeah, but, like,
the chances
I'm-
that they're all going to be great. So
But you got Ryan Gosling this year. You had Mark Wahlberg. You had our guy Chris Hemsworth. You had all of these like, big people who are taking scenes from their movies like and stepping out and talking about like, hey, Netflix is coming out with all these movies this year. And I love these trailers. I get so excited for all of the movies and none of them are ever good. So I'm excited for that to happen again this year.
Do any of you guys ever like turn on to like you're trying to find a movie and then you just end up watching trailers for 2 hours, then it's too
That's
late
my
to go to
that's
bed?
actually my favorite show on
I
Netflix.
do
I
that
do that all the time.
All the time.
constantly. Any
Yeah.
streaming service that
Yeah.
I catch myself on, it's just like, I'll see what this is about.
You
And
watch
then,
the trailer.
hours go by and I've just watched
Yep.
trailers all night.
Yep.
That's a good time.
Yeah, trailers. You know what? I'm getting to, maybe it's just that I have like a really short attention span, but I think I like trailers more than I like movies.
Most trailers are better than the movie
mean, yeah.
themselves. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember when trailers
was-
used to just be like a scene from the movie?
Yeah. And there was
That
this,
was
I
it.
feel like in the early 2010s or whatever, there was this thing where trailers would come out and it would look like the movie was about one thing. And then you'd go to see the movie and it was about something completely different. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking The Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Oh
popped
my
into my
gosh,
head as
that
soon as you
was the
said
most
that.
I've ever been tricked in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Like all these
Yeah.
movies that I was like, oh, these movies look awesome. Then you go see
Yeah.
the movie and you're like,
And they're boring.
I was sold something
What?
different.
yeah.
When did
Yeah.
the guy that did movie trailer voiceovers, when did he stop? Like in a world.
They don't really do
Yeah.
that anymore.
When did
man.
when did that shift? What year was that? Because it was definitely around in the early 2000s.
I was going to say that seems so 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The movie trailer voice guy.
Like Desperado just came to Netflix, and so
Mhm.
I rewatched the trailer because someone that posted it on Twitter, and it was totally in a world where
Yeah.
They
like-
don't have any audio from the movie. It's just that guy talking.
Yeah. They,
One
yeah, I-
man.
I think they just
and
really
one
stepped
woman.
up their ability to make trailers with the
Yeah.
actual movie audio. So they're like, hey, we don't really need voiceovers anymore.
Yeah.
But you're totally right, Mob. It's like they had one person produce and film the movie, and then they just handed off the trailer to somebody totally else that had no like hand
But-
in making the movie, and was like, I think it's about this.
there
But I
was a
don't
time.
know.
Yeah, there was a time where it wasn't just like that was the first movie that came to my mind because I was so disappointed with it. But it happened a lot. And like
Yeah.
it would even be with comedies, like comedies, what the trailer is. It's all the fun, typically all the funny scenes. and then you would go see this comedy, and it had this other layer that wasn't even talked about.
Or the funny scene in the trailer wouldn't even be in the movie.
Yeah, they cut it.
Yeah.
Or Ryan Gosling being in that movie for like 20 minutes and then an hour and a half of not him was one of the most jarring movie experiences I've ever had. I think I saw that with you, Mob.
Yes,
possibly.
I think we saw it at the Ragtag.
Yeah, really tough.
Yeah. Juice is in the chat and he says sorry about the KC Chefs. Thanks, Juice.
See,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chefs.
It's been a hard week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was a really, really sad
Bummer
trip
of a
for
day.
me. Yeah. It was real quick and real sad. So that was a bummer.
That's what she said.
So maybe I'm not allowed to go to see the AFC. Fair enough.
Nailed it.
Maybe I'm not allowed to go to
Bravo,
AFC
Tom.
Championship games. Maybe I'm a jinx. So,
I think I'm the one to solely blame for this loss.
Yeah, Mob
what?
got a Bengals jersey for Christmas.
Oh, it's your
A Jamar Chase Bengals jersey, pretty much right before we played the Bengals.
It was like the Wednesday before they played the Bengals the first time around.
Yeah.
And since
then
that
the Bengals
jersey
turned into the best team of all time.
Yeah, since that jersey's been collecting dust in my closet, the Bengals have played the Chiefs twice, and they played the exact same game twice.
Yeah. There was
Now, I will say, should the Bengals overthrow the
our words, don't say
R
it.
words in the Super Bowl, then I think the jersey has to be shadow boxed and framed for the rest of the time.
I think that's fair.
It's too powerful. You can't wield it again. It's just got to be celebrated in that capacity.
Can I be honest with you guys about something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm rooting for the R's.
I knew you were going to do this.
And here's why.
I might leave
Because
the
you're a
podcast.
Satanist?
I might leave the podcast. I might be done.
No, I just don't want any other AFC quarterback other than Mahomes or Brady.
That doesn't make any sense.
To win a Super Bowl. I
If
want Mahomes to be
if the
Super Bowl
Bengals
guy.
lose, we're going to look even worse.
Yeah, agreed. And
Okay.
it's literally losing to Satan. So
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
You don't want that. Satan can't
Juice
win.
says, "Happy National Shower with a Friend Day. I truly believe those who celebrate this day strengthens bonds." Yeah. And Gal says, "I don't want to shower with my friends. Sorry." So I will bathe though. Okay. All right. Oh, did you guys see what Gal was streaming the other day?
Mm-mm.
A little game called Firewatch.
Oh, God.
I was so excited when I saw that. I couldn't watch the stream, but
I'll never forget you showing us that game.
such
It
a
was
good
the
game.
weirdest 15 minutes of my life.
such a good game. Okay, well, thank you, Mom. Appreciate it. So let's move on to Tom. Tom, how are you
Yes.
today?
I'm well.
Good, man. What are you big on?
Couple things. Winter Olympics just started, so I'm looking forward to watching some skiing, some snowboarding, some lugeing.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite winter Olympic sport?
Honestly, I think it's like skiing. I enjoy skiing. I think it's fun to watch. I like the big jump. I think it's cool.
Yeah, the big jump where they go, whew.
Yeah, see how far they can go.
Yeah.
I
And
also
they,
get a real
lean forward.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
weird.
also
How
get a real-
hard do you think you would die if you tried that?
Oh,
I
I
would
would
die
die
so
so
hard.
I'd snap like a twig.
I would die
Yeah,
so hard.
But I also get a real thrill out of the luge. I mean, that just looks terrifying, but real exciting at the same time. I don't know. But then I'm also big on new hobbies. My wife and I started working on a desk we're building for our office this week. So
Whoa.
we're building a little desk. So that's exciting.
That is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it going to be used for?
Work,
Podcasting?
Desking.
podcasting. Yeah.
Podcasting.
I've got this one I'm using now. It's just too small. So we're building like a mega desk. It's gonna be like L-shaped. So it's
Nice.
gonna have plenty
Like
of
a good
space.
Mega desk.
Mega
Yep.
desk.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
This is Tri-Desk.
Yeah. Juice says, back to my shower with a friend comment. It worked for the Bengals when they reunited Burrow and Chase. They've been showering together since
True.
college.
The shower
Gosh,
narrative
that is
is a
true.
thing.
Makes
It's a
sense.
thing. Look at it. The shower narrative, the
Hit
Bible
showers.
narrative, the breakfast narrative.
The Bible narrative?
Yes, Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett, the Bible narrative.
What's the breakfast narrative?
I don't
Uh,
understand.
Matt Stafford and Cooper
Ah,
Kupp.
Cooper Cup. I knew
The
that one.
breakfast narrative. Okay.
That
These
was
are all
such a-
real things.
That's
Not
such
a
a funny
sports
one.
podcast.
Mahomes doesn't have a good narrative with any of his buds.
You're just winning.
His narrative is actually
His
quite
narrative is-
terrible. Quite
No,
terrible.
His narrative with his buds are just being the best at what they do. So
Yeah.
sometimes you get got. Okay. Even Al Capone spent time in jail.
It's true.
True.
That's a really good point. Oh man. Well, thank you, Tom.
Also,
Oh,
I
yeah?
should change my big on to Kanye's handling of divorce.
Oh, because
that
he's
come
so
from?
good at it.
I've ignored it. What's he been doing?
I just looked
just
at
ins-
Instagram. That's where
He's
that
telling
came
everyone
from.
that Pete Davidson has AIDS and that he's gay and
And he's posting on Instagram about how he hates how Kim is letting his daughter do
Yeah.
TikTok, and it's bad.
he's handling
what a
he's
train
handling it
wreck.
like you would have handled it in like 7th grade.
It's quite shocking. It's quite shocking to me that you cannot divorce Kanye West amicably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised. Honestly, I didn't think he would care that much, but I guess he did. I guess it was a
Sorry.
real marriage.
What a
I
weird
guess
guy.
it was a real marriage. Yeah. Kate wants you to post a picture of the desk when it's done in the Discord.
Yeah.
Tom.
We'll
Use-
say if oh yeah, for sure.
Also,
Not that I'm in the Discord, but we should have a woodworking section of the Discord purely for Tom's desk.
yeah. If you
And
haven't
I
joined
need-
the
See, my
Discord,
wife will post things to that. She does most of the work.
Juice, I'm a big believer in the PSM.
okay.
I'll just leave that there. He
Juice
knows.
says shower narrative. Does my man listen to Adam Leviton?
Real quick, back to the Kanye divorce thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if they turn that into a movie like Marriage Story, I would watch that Marriage Story.
That would I would watch that marriage story.
That sounds a
very
lot more
quickly.
entertaining
Yeah,
than
oh, yeah.
ScarJo and Adam Driver.
Mm.
Not that it
would
was
be-
a bad movie. I just think it'd be a lot more entertaining.
At the very least, it would be entertaining.
hmm
Yeah.
Who do you think would play Kim K and who would play Kanye?
I think they should just play themselves.
They probably do it. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, Tom, thank you so much. And then Kevin, my man,
Hey, what's
what
up?
are you big on?
Yesterday, I received an email, and all it says was this: Movie Pass 2.0.
It's back.
There's a special event streaming on February 10th, 3 p.m. Eastern, for them to announce that their intention to bring it back. So who knows what that's going to look like?
Who knows?
But Movie Pass days were some of the best days of my life. So even if it comes back and it's just a fraction of what it was, I'll probably still have to dabble. I'll have to try it out. Who knows? So I'm just excited.
All right.
Movie Pass.
We'll
Get
see what
back here.
happens, man. Maybe they fix the algorithm and now they can actually, back up what they're going to offer instead of changing it.
I don't really know that there's a fix, but who knows?
Fair enough.
It's got to be like $40 a month if it's going to work for them. And that I just don't know who's paying that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it for what we're big on. We should probably move on.
Move on. 1 second.
What?
Can I got a question for you?
Yeah.
What are you struggling with lately?
What am I struggling with?
How's your heart?
Oh, how's my heart? What am I struggling with?
And after you're done telling us that, what are you big on? But do the heart thing first.
I'll tell you what I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with the Chiefs being in the Pro Bowl and not the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it sucks.
How can I help you with
The
this?
fact that Frank Clark is in the Pro Bowl just shows what a sham the Pro
Makes
Bowl
no
is.
sense. Not a sports podcast, so that doesn't make any
Yeah, not a
sense.
sports podcast, but
And
well,
then
thanks for letting your struggles be known. That was
Yeah.
nice of you.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
big on now?
Oh, I
Yes.
can tell you another struggle.
Oh, please.
Yeah, so
Struggle cast. Let's
I don't
do
know. I might have COVID, but I don't think
Oh,
I do.
that's too bad.
I took a test the other day, and it was suspicious. And then I took another test.
It was
Wait,
sus.
did it say
Yeah,
suspicious?
suspicious.
It just said
Positive,
Don't
sus.
be
negative?
suspicious.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
be
it was
suspicious.
weird because like the lines weren't in the right spot. And
That is suspicious.
Then I took another one and it did the same thing.
Lines,
And then
like
we
a pregnancy
Googled that
test?
specific test, and it said, yeah, if the pink line is like really, really low, that means it's just you're fine. But then I was
Pee on a
like,
stick.
yeah, yeah. So then
Conclusive.
I scheduled a test for Walgreens yesterday to go be sure of it, and the Walgreens was just closed.
Cool.
Just closed. No
I didn't
reason,
know
no
Walgreens
explanation.
closed.
Just a
Yeah.
closed Walgreens at 10:30 in the morning.
Did the temperature get below 50 in Texas?
Yes, I think that's actually why they closed, because it was too cold. And then I got another test coming in the mail today, so I'm going to take that one, see what it says. So I don't think I have it, but I'm struggling with that. So anyways, here's what I'm big on. Enough of my struggles. All right, you ready? Pam and Tommy on Hulu. The new show.
Is it good?
First 3 episodes are on Hulu. It's fantastic. If you've seen I, Tonya and you liked I, Tonya, you will absolutely love this show. It's like, it kind of feels like a, I don't know. It feels like a crime drama comedy, but everyone's good in it. Seth Rogen, Nick Offerman, Sebastian Stan, Lily James. So good so far. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend it. Yeah, but that's what I'm big on and what I'm struggling with. Kay says, hope you're not sick, Kenny. Honestly, I don't think I am. I don't have any symptoms. I can still smell and taste everything. I don't think I have it, but I kind of have to quarantine until I take this.
That could also mean that you do have it. That's what's nuts.
Yeah. That's what's so suspicious about this whole thing.
It's so sus, man.
Don't
It's
be
so
suspicious.
sus.
Don't be suspicious.
And Juice says, did you study for the COVID test? I did. It'll kill my parents if I don't pass. That's a good one. I like that. Well, shoot, guys. What do you say we get into some headlines for the week? You into that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have a lot to talk about. Kind of like I said at the beginning of the episode, it's going to be very gaming heavy this week. And then also like gaming / into movies TV, because there's a lot of new announcements. But here we go. Let's start with some personal news. Rest in peace to the CineBoiz theme song.
Yeah.
So if you hopped into the stream a little early, you know that we have that transition slide where it plays our theme song. It was not playing today. And the reason why is because we were flagged for a copyright issue on our theme song 2 weeks ago when we played it. So just for full disclosure, we used GarageBand to make our theme song. And, we just kind of used the loops in there. And it's a hopping good time. Everybody loves the theme song. But apparently someone decided to make a song using the same loops in GarageBand. And then I guess they put a copyright on it. And so
it doesn't seem like you should be able to do that.
Right.
Apple should put a copyright on them.
Well, we talked about maybe pushing back and seeing if we could, do anything about it. But bottom line is like, that just seems like it'd be a lot of work for that. And we can still use the theme song in other things like Instagram posts, Twitter posts, stuff like that. We can't use it on YouTube. We could probably even use it on Twitch, but we can't use it on YouTube because that's where we got the flag. And if we get too many flags, it'll shut down the QuickBats YouTube page. So we don't want to do that. So we went ahead and pulled it. So I forget the name of the song. Maybe we'll post it in the Discord so people can go listen to it. I'll just say it.
Dislike it.
It's trash.
It's not good. They use the
You're
same
trash,
loop,
my guy.
but it doesn't make any sense. At least ours had rhythm to it.
So dumb. So CineBoiz musical will be us recreating this via our voices.
Yeah, it'll just be us acapelling it live for you, and then we'll record it and make it sound good.
And then copyright that.
Yeah.
And
Take
then
that for data.
then throw that copyright at these people, and then it'll just be a copyright battle.
Yeah.
We've got good lawyers.
Yeah, we do. Kay says, all my homies hate that song. I hope the song, not our song, but the song that we got flagged for.
It's that song.
It's got to be. Our song's perfect. Their song's shit. I'll say it.
Trash.
So yeah, that's why you were probably, if you hopped in, you were like, uh-oh, I hope the audio is working. It is. It just, we had to pull the song, which is a huge bummer. And then, guys, BAFTA nominations were announced. How are you guys feeling about the BAFTA nominations?
Honestly, this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Well,
that's why I love this show.
Well, I know you
you heard it here first, folks.
But there were some pretty big snubs. We Variety posted an article on it.
Here's my thing about snubs.
Mm-hmm.
Are they actually snubs, or is there just a limited number of spots?
Well, I mean, there is a limited number of spots, but
there we go. You answered my question.
All the presumed leading contenders for Best Actress, including Olivia Colman, Nicole Kidman, and Kristen Stewart, none of them were nominated for a BAFTA. Also,
cool.
Denzel was not nominated for a BAFTA. Don't Look Up was nominated for a BAFTA. So
yeah, that seems sus.
Yeah,
that movie sucked.
I didn't hate it.
I've heard this is probably the movie that
it couldn't have been more heavy-handed though. Have a little bit.
You either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
That's true. I really
Well, that's
liked it.
true, but I just don't think it was that funny.
I
didn't
thought it was
laugh.
fine.
I didn't laugh.
Going into Adam McKay movies, it's like I know what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a man angry at the world.
Yeah.
I just thought the parts that were supposed to be funny weren't funny.
Yeah. I feel
Did
like
you see the very last scene? Because that was funny.
That was pretty funny.
that was pretty great. I feel like I personal opinion, Adam McKay should stick to true stories. Unless it's
He's
like
good at
Step
it.
Brothers.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah. Kay says BAFTA hardly Noah. That's funny. But yeah, BAFTA nominees, if you want to go read those, they're on variety.com.
The stream, the
What?
chat's on fire with the jokes today.
Yeah,
Keep it
they're
rolling.
funny today. I think
When
they've
do
been
we
saving
get-
them up for 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
When do we get our Oscar nommies?
Monday. So Oscar
Okay.
nominations come out on Monday, so we'll probably talk about
Nice.
that next week. Or we might do a stream in the middle of the week. Who knows? We got to get those Twitch numbers up, guys. Rookie numbers. Got to pump those up.
Gals.
Got to hit affiliate. You know, we're close. Just a few more streams, we might get there. So yeah, BAFTA nominations came out. And then, yeah, so gaming news. So we talked about Microsoft a few weeks ago purchased Activision Blizzard, which was a huge purchase. And so Sony's fighting back, baby. They purchased Bungie for like $3.6 billion. So
You think that's worth it
No.
comparatively?
You don't
Like so you buy Activision, you're Microsoft, you buy Activision, and then you're Sony, and your follow up is to pay 3.6 billion for Destiny.
Yeah, what else does Bungie have?
yeah, nothing.
And
So that's
and also
not worth it. Yeah.
and also like Destiny is like we are not gonna not be cross platform. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be we're not in
Neither
this
of them are
deal.
going to be not. Yeah, I just.
No, Activision said nothing about not doing that. Microsoft has said the next 3 Call of Duties will be cross, but they haven't said anything about it after that.
It's
So-
suspicious, yes. That's
that
the word of the
possibility
day.
is still there.
But
I think if you look at it from the standpoint of like, not necessarily exclusivity, but you look at it from the standpoint of subscription based. So, or Microsoft already has Xbox Game Pass, which is subscription based, and probably what they'll do is they'll put all of those games on there.
subscriptions
free.
are ruining this world.
Yeah, so
I'll
if
say
you,
it.
yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Kenny loves his
statement.
subscriptions. I'm talking
I
to the
do.
wrong guy.
I do.
Kenny is Mr. Subscription.
Well, I
There's
think
too
Game
many
Pass is like the
subscriptions.
best deal in gaming. Like you pay $15 a month and you get all these games for free, and you can split it with a buddy who can also share your Game Pass with you. Like, it's awesome. But yeah, so the idea that I think it's smart that Sony's gonna, obviously Destiny is still gonna be cross-platform, but if Sony can set it up to where it's like, hey, if you are a PlayStation player and you want to play Destiny, you get it on a subscription. So you
Destiny's
can play.
already free to play though.
True, but the upgrades
The
and,
expansions,
expansions
are
aren't.
what you have to pay for.
Yeah.
yeah, the vanilla Destiny is like basically nothing.
But Sony just doesn't have that because they don't have a Game Pass type thing, and they don't
Yeah.
have the library that Microsoft has. The talks is that Microsoft's going to force Sony to offer Game Pass, like Xbox
Yeah.
Game Pass.
Well, I think
That
they're
would
planning
be
to.
so annoying.
but like Sony's in such a corner with all of this with
Yeah,
the
which is-
Activision.
Which is wild because like Sony has not been in a corner for a solid decade.
When was
Correct.
the last time they were in a corner was probably like when Xbox came out, the original Xbox.
Well, I think PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 eras where Sony was getting spanked. And
Yep.
then the next generation, Sony
yeah.
just
Came back.
destroyed them with PS4. And now it's
Well, because
yeah.
Sony had all those exclusive games.
Yeah. Gal says you can share Game Pass. Yes, you can. So
can
it's
share
kind of
anything,
complicated,
really.
but you can do console share. I do it with a buddy of mine, and essentially we split everything. We split our Xbox Live, our Game Pass. If we buy a game, we split the cost of the game because we can both play it. You can only do it with one other Xbox, but yeah, it's a good way to save some money. So yeah, and
Cool.
yeah, so I mean, going back to it, I think that PlayStation, if they do, or if Sony goes into their own subscription model, they have a solid library. I think, just with Sony games.
They do.
So I mean, it could very well compete with that. And then if you add Destiny into that, I don't know.
It just
It's
feels
just-
like we're heading down the road of if you want to play the games that you want to play, you're going to have both consoles, and that's dumb.
The
Yeah,
Bungie acquisition to me was just oh crap, Microsoft got Activision. We've got to now overpay for something, because Bungie's great to have. Don't get me wrong. Like, Destiny's got a great player base and they've got a sound following. Great to have, but that's an overpay for when you look at also, what Microsoft paid for Activision.
But deals like this don't just happen overnight, though, do they? I feel like this had to have been in the works.
No,
but this is definitely a reactionary. Though.
I've read something that was like saying in the next couple of months. Well, in the next couple of months, you're going to see more large acquisitions like this.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the price once Microsoft closed on Activision, the price for Bungie went up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So yeah. I think it's a good purchase on Sony's part. I think that's
so much money for
Destiny. But think about like the price that it cost Microsoft to buy Activision. It's like what?
I got so much more.
$1 billion.
Think about what they're getting for that, though.
Yeah.
I'd like to sell something for $70 billion.
Yeah. Sell that table, that desk.
Think about it.
Okay. Somebody buy it for $70 billion. It's craftsmanship. Anyways, let's switch over to some movie news, which is actually also gaming news. Kind of weirdly enough, but The Rock has teased that he's going to be starring in a gaming movie, a mysterious video game movie. We don't know what it is, but he teased it on his Instagram last week.
Doom 2.
Ugh. Please, God, let it be Doom 2.
I want to pose a question.
Sure.
Why is The Rock so popular? I don't think he makes good movies.
About this.
I do. Every time we bring him up, I'm still flummoxed by it. His movies suck. He's not that great of an actor.
I don't
people
know.
Just like him. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
He's the people's champion.
I haven't seen every Dwayne Johnson movie, but every time I do watch one, I'm wildly entertained.
What's his best movie?
And I think
it's probably the animated one. Blanking on the name.
Yeah,
Moana.
Yeah, it's probably his highest reviewed, best reviewed one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know. You seen Gridiron Gang?
Scorpion King. That's
that movie.
The rumor is that the movie is
that
going
was a
to
good
be...
one.
Which one?
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
The rumor is that the movie is going to be a Call of Duty movie.
Okay, so it's a war movie.
So like, bad.
Seems like right up his alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like cheating.
Yeah,
it's not. You could just make a World War II movie and call it Call of Duty.
It's like, here's the characters that no one cares about from Call of Duty, and making a movie. It's a war movie. Who cares?
Yeah.
My guess was Grand Theft Auto, but
no. Well,
that would be
maybe
pretty funny.
We do have some Grand Theft Auto news we're going to get to today, so just hold that in your back pocket. But yeah, I agree. I don't care. Like, people, I have never met somebody that's like a huge rock fan, unless we're talking like late 90s, early 2000s pro wrestling.
Wrestling is a different story.
Yeah.
But then
so much charisma.
The Rock, the actor, I mean, I will say people love The Rock as a person. I've heard you never hear anything bad about him, so that has
I think that's what I like about him. He just seems like positive, genuine guy.
Yeah. I don't know though. I don't know if I feel that way about him. I feel like
remember when The Rock did an interview a few weeks back with a giant T-Rex skull in the background?
Yeah. Well, it was the Manning cast. He just had a T-Rex.
No, the Manning cast. That's right. Yeah.
I think The Rock is, I wouldn't say fake, but it does seem like everything he does is extremely curated, and he can't look like a bad guy. So even in like roles that he plays, like if you watch, we've talked about it before, but
I think Russell Wilson's number one idol in life is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He wants to be The Rock, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, I get it.
Mr. Unlimited.
Oh God. Gal says she wants an Among Us the movie.
I'm for it.
Let's watch it. I'd watch it.
Yeah. It seems like it'd be a Netflix series.
Yeah. Kind of like Squid Game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd watch it,
actually.
And she also says she's a huge rock fan, rock and roll.
Ask her why she likes him so much.
No, it was a joke, Kevin.
Yeah. Oh, I missed the joke. Sorry.
Don't interrupt me. How about that?
What was the punchline?
She said, I'm a huge rock fan, rock and roll.
I love explaining jokes.
Wait till I ask the question.
That's a good one. Keep them coming, Jack.
She also wants to know who is the most sus CineBoy.
Kevin.
It's gotta be
Gotta
Kevin.
me.
For sure, Kevin. For sure, Kevin.
I don't like how fast we answered, but it's true. So
it's yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, also in the space of TV/movie/video games, we got the trailer for the new Halo show that's going to be on Paramount Plus. How are we feeling about this?
It
Not
keeps
great.
popping up on like IMDb and YouTube whenever I hop on whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I just haven't brought myself to watch the trailer. I just
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
guess
not
it's
like
fine.
I'm not like super eager for it.
I'm the
Maybe if
wrong.
this was like mid 2000s, I'd have been pretty stoked. But
I'm the wrong target for this because I never had an Xbox, so I never really played Halo. I was always a Sony boy. So
Yeah, I never like.
There's
really
no way
dug
this is
into
good,
Halo.
right?
Yeah, I don't know.
the movies were terrible. Not that I've seen any of them, but I just know.
Gals want to know, is it animated? No, it's not animated. It's actually a live action Halo series that's going to be on Paramount Plus. So,
although I
Yeah,
will say, I
Paramount.
feel like making it a TV show is a better move than making it a full length movie.
That's probably true.
I'll say this: like, have we had studios mean a lot to me, and have we had a Paramount Plus? I guess Yellowstone, which is Paramount Plus that everyone loves, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like it's releasing on Disney Plus, which is yet to really strike out, or
Mhm.
it's like a big Netflix thing, which
Mhm.
has for
Credibility.
TV shows has more hits than not.
Yeah.
Or even like FX or something like that. Like
Sure.
if I hear it's FX or any of that, I'm like, yeah, I have a feeling it's probably going to be good.
Someone should do the math, and someone in the chat or in our Discord should do the math because we're not math boys here. What the total cost per month would be if you subscribe to everything, like Paramount Plus. That's one of those things I never think about.
Just
Yeah.
ask Kenny to pull
Yeah.
up his bank account.
That's like, I got him.
got me. You got me, because I do have a lot of them.
I have a lot of them too.
I mean, it
But
would
I
be
don't
hundreds
pay
and
for
hundreds of
cable.
dollars.
It's my job
Yeah.
to have a lot of them. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Your
a
job.
podcast where I need to be watching content in order to keep people informed. Ugh. All
All
right.
12 of them.
Well, check out the Halo series on Paramount Plus. I think it's in May. Comes out. Could be wrong.
Sounds right.
Okay. So, last story of the day. I think. Let me double check my notes.
there's two.
Yes, last story. Oh no, there's two more. We got some character posters.
Mhm.
I know Love Mob's
Mob's
character
favorite.
posters.
I haven't seen these yet. I'm so excited.
Really?
This is gonna change my opinion of what
we
is
got
coming
our
out.
Lord of the
I can't
Rings
wait.
television show.
Just
Character
a bunch
posters.
of hands. A
lot
bunch
of
of
hands
hands.
holding swords. A lot of hands holding swords.
Bunch of hands.
That's not a character poster. I can't see the face.
It's a hand poster.
Well, it said character poster on the
Kind of
story I read. So,
Body shot.
yeah. So not a lot there. Just
They put out a bunch of them.
yeah, just check out some cool character posters.
I'm getting real tired of the crypticness of this whole series.
It makes me nervous,
Yeah,
to
we
be
don't
honest.
really know what it's about.
When's it due to come out?
September
September.
2nd.
Yeah,
It's-
we know shockingly
is-
little about it for it being like
This
7
is-
months away.
This is the scene in The Office when it shows Pam and Michael's just gotten back from I forget what, and she just goes, "He finally has a story we all want to hear, and he knows it."
Oh, it's when
That's
he goes
what-
and tells off David Wallace and quits.
Yeah. That's what
And he knows
the Loader series is doing
The
to us.
Loader?
Amazon
Loader.
Loader.
Amazon
OTR,
Prime
baby.
finally has a story that
Loader,
we
hardly
all
know
want to
it.
hear about. We know it.
Yeah. Kay says, "Are the boys Loader fans?" Yeah.
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 Yeah, sure.
I was
like
walking in my apartment
Loader.
complex and somebody had a floor mat, a doormat that said "Speak friend and enter," and I was like, I want to be friends with that person.
Cool.
I was watching
Remember
a
how bad the
stream
Hobbit
of-
movies were, though? Those were good.
I never saw him.
Good.
Well,
Don't.
Saw the
here's
first one.
what's
Terrible.
funny is
Bad.
the entire first movie, which is literally just them walking across plains, is the whole
That's-
first half of the book.
It's the
Mhm.
best one.
And
It's a
then
great
you're
book.
like, we've got
Bad
two more
movie.
movies after this.
Hmm.
And yeah. It's
At
never
least
good when you
400.
start adding plot lines and fake stories that never happened. That's
Yeah.
always a recipe for disaster.
Kay says she has a mini Minas Tirith that came with the special edition of Loader. Yes, you should post a picture in the Discord.
Yeah, that sounds
Hey,
amazing.
I got
is
a
it?
weird. Well, yeah, I have a weird question for you guys. An unprecedented question. Have we ever, like, midstream, somebody, like, taken a break midstream to go to the bathroom?
No,
don't
but
think
we
so.
should start.
I'm
We
going to
can-
do that because I drink a lot of sparkling water. And so you guys should talk about something real quick. I'm going to mute and pause my video.
Don't
You
mute,
should
you
take the
coward.
microphone
No,
in the
definitely
bathroom with you.
We can get. I think we can get flagged for that, actually. So I'm going to mute it.
I'm glad someone knows the
Guys,
rules.
talk
in here.
about yourself.
Yeah. I'd just be doing anything.
We would have been banned
willy-nilly.
a long time ago.
Yeah, if it was just 3 of us, yikes.
Kay said in chat, "Go piss, girl." That got me.
Nice.
That got me. So what do we talk
So-
about?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I feel like this
What
is
do we
really gonna
do?
get derailed.
We should. Have we ever done a podcast without Kenny? Maybe once.
I think we did it once.
did, and I made fun of
Mob
him.
was the host.
Yeah. I mean, what do we do with our
Put
hands?
your
It's a
hands
great
down.
question.
Put them down.
But
Kind of curious if this
What if
household
something
has
breaks?
more coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We should do a podcast without Kenny and just see what the hell happens.
Just want
would be
to sit
very
down with the tape recorder
unorganized.
and catch some of your stories.
It
Let
would
roll
be
for
mostly me
6,
interrupting
8,
somebody asking
10
a
hours.
crazy question, and then we'd get derailed, and then I'd interrupt again, and I'd ask another weird question, and we get more derailed. It'd be like we'd start at point A, instead of going to point B, we'd go to point Q. That's where we'd end up.
I like it. Keep doing that.
What do you guys watch lately?
Oh,
Uh,
that
seems like a pertinent
I've been
question.
watching the morning show and the newest season of Ozark.
Morning show season 2 or 1?
1. I just started like a week
baby.
or 2 ago.
pounded out Ozark last weekend. We are watching as I talked to you guys pre-show. We are going through the Marvel Netflix shows.
So remind me what is in that line. It's Jessica Jones, Luke Cage,
Iron Fist, and Daredevil, and then there's one season of The Defenders where they're all together.
I'm back, baby.
Okay, so the Defenders was what screwed me up because I went from season 2 to 3 of Daredevil and didn't watch the Defenders in between, and I was like, wait, what the hell happened? So I had to go back and watch the Defenders before I could go watch season 3 of Daredevil. It was very confusing. I didn't do my
The
research.
chat's been popping while I've been gone, guys. I don't know if you guys were reading it, but there's
We
some
are
good
having a
stuff.
great time without you, just so you know.
Oh, I bet.
I
Kay Mingo
died
says-
after
Oh, go ahead.
Kay said, "Go piss, girl."
Go piss, girl. That's my
That was a
favorite.
great, yeah.
That's a
I
shirt.
died.
That's a
Yeah.
shirt. That's a CineBoiz shirt. Just says "Go piss, girl." Kenny's my least favorite boy, Marie. Ow.
Ouch.
Did
If
you guys
anyone's
share-
the least favorite boy, it's me.
You guys revealed my deepest, darkest secret.
Always, man.
What
Yeah.
was it? I was here and I don't even remember that part.
Well, it's
It
in the
was,
chat, so I don't even know what it was.
I'm not going to say.
Seems out of character. Apparently.
Oh, we've also been watching The Straight Next Door. on
I've heard it's
Disney+.
good. Heard it's
My
very
wife
good.
listened to the
It's-
podcast.
I
It is
heard-
very good. It's very upsetting.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Very
upsetting. What do you
And
mean
it's-
by upsetting?
Well, Paul Rudd's character is just very manipulative, and it's
Yep.
probably the
Oh.
one time I've really disliked Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's pretty awful.
I don't know if I can watch it now.
Marie, I know you were kidding. We're cool. Thank you for the love. Well, I'm sure this thing fell apart while I was gone. So,
Kind of did.
Actually,
Dude,
I think
we
it's
talked-
the best we've ever done.
oh, good.
We talked about how if you left, it would be the most off the rails thing that's ever happened.
And it probably was. I
Started to
am
get
here
there.
to keep you guys on the
It
straight.
started
and
to
narrow.
get there. If you let us go for another 20 minutes,
Yeah,
we'd
I
end
thought
up
about
in
just
Jupiter.
letting you go and see what happens.
That would have been funny if you just never came back.
Yeah, just never came back, and it was just like a 2-hour
24-hour
podcast for you
stream.
guys. Yeah, not knowing what to do.
Because we didn't shut it off because we didn't know how.
Right.
Honestly, yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
what would happen.
yeah, well, let's get to our last story of the day. So this was announced by Rockstar Games. Another gaming news, gaming related news. So
Hey, Rockstar, release another Batman, you cowards.
they
Anyway.
didn't do that. That's Rocksteady, bro.
Oh, shoot. You're right.
Come on. But
Rocksteady's
GTA
working on the Suicide Squad game,
Yeah, I don't care.
which got
Yeah.
pushed it to 2023.
Yeah.
Boring.
GTA 6 confirmed. Rockstar finally says it's in development, which they've kind of been saying for a while, let's be honest. They just
So it'll be out in the next 5 years.
right. So
Yeah,
they
they take a
basically
long time.
basically they put out a press release that said, "Hey, we know you guys have been asking about Grand Theft Auto 6, just so you know, it's taking a lot of time, but we're well underway with development." which to me is saying a whole lot of nothing. Like, saying a game is well in development means that you could have started 2 days ago. You know, like, I don't feel like that's big
They're in the
news.
storyboarding phase, yeah.
Right. But everybody like freaked out and was like, it's coming. It's like, yeah, we've known it's been coming for like
So
2
here's
years.
a question. What can you really do at this point if you're Rockstar to make a something new and fresh? It feels kind of like it's going to be hard to do something that's not just like an updated map and maybe a new character.
I don't know.
Story. I mean,
story.
They're very story heavy.
Yeah,
I've never played GTA. But
I guess it's been out so long that I just feel like people no longer play the stories. They just see who can launch their car the furthest into a helicopter over the ocean. But
yeah, because GTA 5 has been out for so long. So that's what you
when did it come out? It's been a long time.
2013.
I feel like GTA is the video game version of having a Scarface poster in your dorm room. It's like...
It's probably not that far off.
That's good. I agree with that.
I mean,
good.
I really like GTA 5.
And you probably had a Scarface poster in your room, didn't you?
No, I don't like Scarface.
But it's to the point where it's like GTA is like played for role playing now. Like
pretty much.
And you play
you have GTA Online, which is essentially the offshoot of it. Yeah. And so like you basically people are creating their own world with Grand Theft Auto, and they've been doing that for 10 years. And so Rockstar's been like, well, we don't need to release a new game. We'll just put in new content to GTA Online. Kind of the same way that Bethesda's been doing Elder Scrolls Online, and we're not going to get a new Elder Scrolls game for like 5 more years.
Elder Scrolls.
It's okay. We're getting the space game.
Yeah, which I'm stoked for. I'm thinking about taking off work for it and just playing for 4 days. But it also might suck, which would be a huge bummer.
See, it seems like a mistake.
Yeah.
I believe in it.
Yeah. But
I also believed in Cyberpunk, so.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
What if they just kept pushing Cyberpunk back? Who would have really been that bummed out if it pushed back another 18 months and the game was awesome?
The investors
in CD Projekt Red probably be pretty bummed out.
The investors are bummed out.
CD Projekt Red would have been fine. I think the investors were the ones who wanted their money.
Yeah.
And they didn't get it.
Gal says, y'all big on Elden Ring coming out? So Elden Ring, that's kind of in the vein of like Dark Souls, right? And like,
I don't know what that is.
Bloodborne.
I don't even...
I've heard of it. I've never played Dark Souls. I'm too scared. I played
Jedi Fallen Order
because that's easier.
If it's like, yeah, those games are too hard.
But you feel so accomplished when you do something.
They're too hard.
Yeah, it's just a lot of repetitiveness. But like that's kind of like Jedi Fallen Order was like Dark Souls light. Yeah. So I played that, and it was kind of the same thing.
Speaking of Star Wars, they're remaking. You know what I'm trying to say, probably, Kenny. What's the one that came out 10 years ago that people loved?
Knights of the Old Republic.
That one.
Ooh, Knights of the Old Republic.
Pod Racer. This is pod racing.
Yeah. Well, I think you can get Knights of the Old Republic on Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken.
They're remastering it here soon.
That sounds awesome.
For the next console. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. But check out Grand Theft Auto 6 when it arrives in stores in 2027. So, well, that's it for all the news. Guys.
We did it.
Yeah, Gal says, I like watching people play those games, but also too hard and scary for me. Elden Ring has multiplayer, though, so I'm thinking about playing with friends. Well, if that's the case, that could be fun. Just all of you getting really upset and frustrated together. So,
yeah,
that could be a good time. Well, Tom?
Yes.
Any trivia for us today?
I was not inspired this week.
No.
And there's nothing worse than forced trivia.
No, we don't want you to not be inspired. So let's just do some movie anniversaries.
Here we go. Happy 5-year anniversary to 50 Shades Darker.
Ooh. Is that the one that gave us the Taylor Swift Zayn song?
Oh, I hope so. That was a great song.
I love that song. It's sang once a week in our house.
How many of those movies are there? Just 2?
I think
there's 3.
I think there's technically 3.
Yeah.
Well,
happy 10-year anniversary to Safe House.
Oh yeah,
that was a great movie.
Ryan Reynolds,
Denzel. Ooh.
I just remember the song from Watch the Throne in the trailer. I never saw the movie.
Great album.
No Church in the Wild.
No Church
That's
in
great.
It was a solid action flick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
What's a
Yeah.
god to a king? Sorry.
Happy 25-year anniversary to Dante's Peak.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm.
Volcanoes and shit.
Yeah.
James
Basically, that's a
Bond
very
versus the
good,
volcano.
very good summary. Volcanoes.
I just remember the scene where the grandma gets in the lake to push the boat.
Yeah.
And it's
And
all
she, like,
acid.
burns up.
And she dies.
Classic grandma.
I think about that scene at least once a year.
I personally was more of
Do
a
you?
fan of the
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones volcano
Same year,
vessel,
right?
because I just think it's much more realistic that a volcano would erupt from underneath the city of Los Angeles than one that's already existing in the wild.
Yeah.
Grits in
When
the
I
chat.
really think deeply about volcanoes, they kind of scare me because they're all over the place and they're just under stuff.
Yeah.
Like the one under Yellowstone,
Yeah,
kind of scary.
that's going to destroy the world one day.
Grits in the YouTube chat saying No Church in the Wild would make any trailer seem like a blockbuster. It's true. It's a good song.
What's up, Grit?
So good.
Solid song. Solid song. Well, Tom, thank you so much for your anniversaries. Marie says she's looking forward to desk trivia next week. So you better have some good desk trivia for us.
I will promise trivia. I won't promise desk trivia.
That'd be
Yeah, what if we
fun.
did like some Antique Roadshow trivia? Old desk trivia.
Kind of funny.
You know what's funny? I went down a hilarious Antique Roadshow YouTube rabbit hole this week at like 1 in the morning.
We're that age now.
I love when people bring old shit in and they're like, think it's worthless. And it's like, you should insure this for $1.5 million. And it's
Yeah.
like an
What?
old little wooden chest from the 1500s. And they're like, oh yeah, this was just in my grandpa's basement forever.
Yeah.
Classic.
I like the opposite where people bring in something that they think is worth a lot of money and then it turns
I
out
watched
like,
one of those.
no.
This lady brought in something. It was like the top of a scroll, and she was like, "We're pretty sure it was the top of one of the scrolls lost in the Library of Alexandria." And the lady was like, "Yeah, this is worth like $25."
Yeah. I had a Tim Duncan basketball card back in the day that said 1 of 20 on it. And so I thought it was like super valuable. Turns out it was like 1 of 20 different iterations of the same card. And there's actually just thousands of them. So it's like Tim Duncan in different poses, 20 different poses, not 1 of 20.
That's hilarious.
Pose number 1.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think that's going to bring us to the end of our time together today. We had a good time. A little rusty coming back after 2 weeks, but man, it was still fun.
I felt like it was flawless.
I don't know. My favorite shows are the ones where we just go off the rails.
Yeah,
Feels
well,
like
I
we
mean,
did a
I
little.
did have to take a potty break midstream, which has
Yeah.
never happened before. So, I
Midstream for the
that's
stream,
kind of off the
baby.
rails, you know. Gal says the most valuable thing I own is my brain. It's a good brain.
Nice.
Well, guys, thanks for joining me. If you are live in our chat, whether that's Twitch or YouTube, thank you so much. Gal, Kamingo, Marie, Grit, Juice. Who else was in there with us today?
Where is your mom?
Mom was in there for a little bit. Yeah. Kay says, have a good week. See you in the cord, which is short for Discord, which I like. Because that's definitely a word that needs to be shortened. It's too long. If you are so inclined, please consider liking, subscribing, rating, reviewing, following on Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. Rate, review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Follow us on social media at the CineBoiz, Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to also follow Cork Bats on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Cork Bats on Twitter, at CorkBats2 on Instagram, and then also visit corkbats.com. We should have a merch update soon. I thought we were going to get that this week. It's still not in the store, but it is coming, guaranteed. So we'll keep you posted on that. Follow us in the Discord, links below if you're on the Twitch channel. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You guys got anything else you want to say?
Sweet. Nope.
Go Bengals.
Go Bengals. Don't say it, Kenny.
Pull the plug.
Go!